Hello guys, and welcome to another MK Mobile character review, today featuring Triborg Sub-Zero. As usual guys, please note the date when this video has been recorded because a lot of things may have changed since then, and if you're not familiar with the matrix I'm using in order to evaluate characters, you can find it on the top right corner of the screen. So without any further ado, let's put Triborg Sub-Zero to the test. Now, before we start with the stats guys, it is important to mention that all stats you're about to see are base stats plus 15% support card bonus. There is no feats of strength bonus, there is no talent tree bonus, there is no equipment bonus. And with that said guys, we are good to go. Triborg Sub-Zero was released on the 30th of March 2017 and his original price in the old store was 463 souls, and that's quite expensive. So let us see whether he is worth the price. His attack is 49,991, which is the 25th highest in the game and the 7th highest among the gold characters. The hit points, they are 105,984, the 21st highest in MK Mobile and the 5th highest in the Gold League. The toughness is 38,745, the 26th highest overall and the 8th highest in the Gold League, and the recovery is 39,690, which is the 24th highest overall and the 7th highest among the gold characters. Unfortunately, his power generation guys is just 100%, so for his stats, Triborg Sub-Zero gets 17.5 out of 28 possible points. Special one of Triborg Sub-Zero guys is called Cyber Strike. What you need to know about this special attack is that, first, it can be blocked by the opponent, it has eventual frostbite as debuff. I'm saying eventual because it's not guaranteed, you don't get it on every single execution special attack. The ability can be cast from distance, however the first mini attack will miss. It is not a big deal, but you're still going to miss some of the damage. The ability is lethal, it consists of 4 mini hits and it has the single tap circle as mini game. When it comes to damage, the minimum damage of the ability is 16,497, the 33rd highest overall and the 12th highest among the gold characters, and the maximum damage is 32,994, the 35th highest overall and the 13th highest in the Gold League. Once again, the special attack can be blocked by the opponent, it has eventual frostbite as debuff, it can be cast from distance, it is lethal, it consists of 4 mini attacks and it has the single tap circle as minigame. So for his special one, Triborg Sub-Zero gets 7.9 out of 13 possible points. Special 2 of Triborg Sub-Zero guys is called Technical Blitz, and quite honestly it is one of my favorite special attacks in the game. Unfortunately for me though, this special attack can be completely blocked by the opponent. It has poison as debuff, again it can be cast from distance and again the first mini hit will miss. The special attack is lethal, it consists of 3 mini hits and it has the horizontal or vertical swipe as minigame. When it comes to damage, the minimum damage of the ability is 41,242, the 32nd highest overall and the 11th highest among the gold characters. The maximum damage is 82,485, the 34th highest in the game and again the 11th highest among the gold characters. Once again, the special attack can be blocked by the opponent, it has poison as debuff, it can be cast from distance, it is lethal, it consists of 3 mini attacks and it has the horizontal or vertical swipe as minigame. So for his special 2, Triborg Sub-Zero gets 11.9 out of 19 possible points. Cyber Initiative, this is the name of the X-Ray of Triborg Sub-Zero, and quite honestly guys, it looks exactly the same as the X-Ray of any other Triborg in the game, absolutely nothing special here. Of course, like the other Triborg X-Ray, this one can be cast from distance and of course it has Weaken as debuff. When it comes to damage, the damage of the X-Ray is 98,982, the 42nd highest overall and the 16th highest in the Gold League. Once again, the special attack has Weaken as debuff, as we already said, and it can be cast from distance. So for his X-Ray, Triborg Sub-Zero gets 3.3 out of 4 possible points, and the total amount of points he gets with his special attacks adds up to 23 out of 36 possible. Now, the basic attacks of Triborg Sub-Zero, guys, are definitely not his biggest weapon. Granted, he has mediocre speed and mediocre chaining. For example, if the opponent is blocking, he never pushes him back. And of course, we have to keep in mind that his animation of his basic attacks is not the fastest as well. In other words, he can be an easy prey for counter-attacking. So guys, there are two ways to deal with it. First way, you have to time his basic attacks pretty good. And second way, you have to equip him with block breaking gear. Now, whatever way you choose, Triborg Sub-Zero will work pretty good. And of course, when we are talking about his basic attacks, we shouldn't forget the fact that he can freeze the opponent on basic attack combo ender, which is really great. So, final verdict on his basic attacks will be 3.5 for speed and 3.5 for chaining, for a total of 7 out of 10 possible points. Assimilation Protocol version 4.0, this is the name of the passive of Triborg Sub-Zero, guys, and here it is what it does, I quote: all Triborg characters gain a support robot to improve any special attacks with Frostbite. On tag-in, he gains a 5-second Ice Shield. Everyone on your team has a 50% critical chance when the enemy is frozen. Now, the best way to understand his passive is to follow the drone hovering around Sub-Zero or the other Triborgs of his team. Whenever it is there, you can either cast Special 1 and apply Frostbite, or perform a combo ender which will eventually freeze the opponent. The latter is valid only for Triborg Sub-Zero, by the way, and not for the other Triborgs. And if the support drone is not around you, this means you need to cast another Special 1 or Special 2, it doesn't matter, because Triborg Sub-Zero passive works on Special 2 as well, so that you can summon it back next to you. It is kind of confusing, I know, but once you get it how it works, it feels pretty logical and smooth. So having Frostbite on Special 1 and Freeze on Combo Ender is something amazing, guys. However, you don't have it on each Special 1 and on each Combo Ender. And this is the main drawback of Sub-Zero's passive, unlike Smoke passive, for example, where you can power drain on every special attack. But enough for the first part of the passive, let's proceed with the second one, the Ice Shield. You know, I regard Triborg Sub-Zero as the best Triborg fighter exactly because of this shield, as you can use it in a lot of different and useful ways. You can use it to eat an X-ray so that the enemy will waste 3 bars of power and he won't deal almost any damage to you. You can use it to soak power for Special 2 or even Special 1, why not? Hell, you can even use it to reduce the retaliation strike damage of Assassin Jade if you, for example, miss your Special 1. And considering that not only Sub-Zero comes in with a shield, but he also has a good tagging attack, this makes him a very solid addition to almost every team. And speaking of good teams with Sub-Zero, he can shine not only in Triborg team, that's really important. Any Sub-Zero team will welcome him due to his third part of his passive, the 50% critical chance increase on frozen enemies. Basically, this means that if you have 2 bars of power and you have any other Sub-Zero in the team, as long as you succeed chaining those special attacks, you will deal massive amount of damage. You know what I mean? You perform Special 1, you freeze the opponent, and then on the next Special 1 you have 50% critical chance increase, which is huge. So what else I can say about Triborg Sub-Zero? Has a very useful passive, guys, that deserves a very high score. So I'll give it 18 out of 20 points. He's just a martial artist, so he gets 1 point for classes and 2 points for tagging attack. Okay guys, it is time to decide whether Triborg Sub-Zero is a good character or not, and I believe the answer to this question is really simple. He has relatively good stats, relatively good basic attacks, very good special attacks, very good passive, and on top of that he can fit in almost any team, especially if he has Sub-Zeros around him. His tagging attack and the fact that he gets shields every time when he tags in makes him a perfect fighter. That is why, guys, I really consider in a Triborg team Smoke to be the best value adder in terms of the best support, but Triborg Sub-Zero is the best fighter in the team. So what else I can say about this character? I really like him. I believe he is one of the best gold characters by far, so I'll be giving him 3 out of my 3 subjective points, and with my 3 points he's going to score 71.5 out of 102 possible, and we can definitely label him as a great character. As a matter of fact, he scored more points than Combat Capsonia, which surprised me, and slightly less than Undead Hunter Johnny Cage, or should I say Strike Force Johnny Cage now? Anyways, Triborg Sub-Zero gets 14th on our list, and definitely, once again, we can label him as a great character. Final verdict, great. So, is Triborg Sub-Zero a good opener, guys? I would say please use somebody else. It is not because he cannot do it as a starter. Of course he can handle being a starter and he can do it pretty good. However, in almost any team that you are planning of using him, there should be a better alternative. So, in a way, he can be a serviceable starter, but he will be more useful if not used as an opener. And because of the nature of his passive, guys, Triborg Sub-Zero is countered heavily by 3 specific characters. Of course, there are more characters that can do better against him, but those 3 characters are really horrible matchups for him. And the first one being his absolute total counter is Dark Raiden, for the reason that not only Triborg Sub-Zero is not going to power drain him, but he's going to give him power instead. Another tough matchup is MK11 Raiden, especially in an MK11 team, because this guy cannot be power drained, and classic Liu Kang for the same reason. At the same time, guys, Triborg Sub-Zero is pretty good against Assassin Jade because of the Frostbite. You know, you can apply Frostbite to her even if she evades your special attacks. For the same reason, he's good against Shao Kahn if Frostbitten Shao Kahn becomes really bad, and of course the Frostbite will power drain him. Not only he's going to get even slower, but he won't have any power, and Shao Kahn without power is not really a threat. And of course MK11 Jade, Sub-Zero can do pretty well against her. All you have to do is tag in with 1 bar of power, then unleash your special 1. It doesn't matter whether she blocks it or not, she's going to get frostbitten, and then she won't be that dangerous. When it comes to the best item sets for Triborg Sub-Zero, guys, I always give him Rathammer because I never use him as an opener. When it comes to armor, I give him Shao Kahn's helmet, one of the best armors in the game. And in the accessory slot, recently I started giving him Vial of Infinite Blood because of the unblockable chance on his basic attacks, but if you don't have this item, you can give him Bloody Voodoo Doll. And of course, if you don't feel comfortable playing Triborg Sub-Zero without any block breaking equipment, granted you don't have the Vial of Infinite Blood, then you can give him Cento Blade instead of the Rathammer, but I really recommend you to use Rathammer on that guy. Okay guys, we got to the teams. Now probably this will surprise a lot of you, but I really believe that Triborg Sub-Zero will do good in a Triborg team, and if you're asking me which is the best Triborg team, I would say it is Triborg Smoke, Triborg Sub-Zero and Triborg Cyrax. I really don't think that Sector actually adds that much value to a Triborg team once you have the other 3 Triborgs, but anyways, apart from the Triborg team, you can use Triborg Sub-Zero in any other Sub-Zero team. Trust me, it will work perfectly fine. All you have to do is tag in one of the other Sub-Zeros and start chaining your special ones, and this works like a charm. And of course, you can always put Triborg Sub-Zero in a team focused on him. For example, you can team him up with Nunjitsu Scorpion and Hat-Trick Kung Lao, so that the other 2 guys in the team support Triborg Sub-Zero, so that he becomes an absolute beast of a character. Okay guys, Triborg Sub-Zero, what do you think of him? Do you like him? Do you dislike him? Please let me know in the comments. Once again, he scored 71.5 on our scale and we labeled him as a great character. As usual guys, if you want to see more reviews, you can find them on the top right corner of the screen. And if you're not aware which is the next coming on-demand review, you can find the list in the description of this video. See you next time guys. Take care.
Perfect.